Knowing what slicing is and when it makes sense to slice up an image will help you make informed decisions about slicing your own web comps and other web graphics. What slicing does is to divide an image into multiple areas so that each area can be saved out of Photoshop as a separate file, a separate JPEG or GIF or PNG. You may be wondering why you would want to divide an image into separate files like that. One reason is optimization. It makes sense to slice different areas of an image that are likely to optimize best with different optimization settings. For example, in this web page comp, it's fair to assume that the photographs here are likely to optimize best as JPEGs. But the logo up here, which is made of solid colors, will probably optimize best in the GIF or PNG 8 format. So those areas should be sliced separately. Even if I'm going to use the same format on two different areas, those areas may take different optimization settings, and so are good candidates to be sliced separately. For example, the logo will probably need more colors when optimized as a GIF than this bar right here, which will also optimize well as a GIF, but will need fewer colors. And so those areas should be sliced separately. Another reason to slice is if you want to add links to elements in an image, and the perfect example is buttons. Each of these buttons will eventually get a link to a separate web page. In order to do that, each of the buttons would have to be a separate image. So it's best to slice these buttons in Photoshop, save them out as separate GIFs or PNGs, and then add unique links to each button in Dreamweaver or another site building program. The third reason to slice a comp like this is if you want to animate part of it. So let's say that I want this tagline to fade in as a GIF animation. In order to program this piece to animate like that, I need to add a slice around it so that the animation doesn't affect the rest of the composition. So those are reasons to slice: optimization, links, and animation. If none of those reasons apply, then I don't suggest you just get out the slicing tool and start cutting up an image in the hope that it's going to load faster in a viewer's web browser, because that really isn't predictable. So that's why to slice. Now let's take a look at what slices look like. I've already added some slices to this image. I'll make them visible so you can see for yourself. I'm going up to the View menu, and down to Show, and over to Slices. And that will show all the slices that I've already made in this image and had hidden temporarily. Each one of the rectangles that you see superimposed over the image is a slice. When I save this image, each of these sliced areas will be saved out as a separate JPEG, GIF, or PNG, and then I would bring those individual JPEGs and GIFs and PNGs into Dreamweaver or another site building program, where I could add them one at a time to a web page. So that's an overview of what slices are and why you would want to slice. In the rest of this chapter, I'm going to show you how to slice an image in Photoshop.